Okay, everybody, welcome to tutorial number 6. So our dough underneath here has been bench resting for about 25-30 minutes. They look beautiful. I can't wait to bake these tomorrow and eat them and bring some to you to work tomorrow or on Monday. Okay, so now we're doing our final shape and then moving everything into our proofing baskets. Again, you don't need any special things for proofing basket. I do have those, but I'm showing you just regular old bowls and loaf pans that you can do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get these ready and set aside. I'm gonna put one of my towels right here in the middle right there, leaving enough to hang off over here. I can just fold that over when we put the dough in there. I'm gonna do the same thing with this loaf pan over here. Put this in here. Get that kind of ready to go. And then I'm just gonna put just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. It won't stick too bad, but this just helps it not stick as much. It'll make your life a little bit easier tomorrow. Half of what I'm teaching you to do or showing how to do is just trying to make your life easier. Unfortunately, making sourdough bread is not making your life easier in general, although it is making it much tastier. Okay, so I'm taking some of the extra flour that I had in my hand and I'm putting a little snow sprinkle down here because we need a unsticky dough for this. All right, so this is going to be the most challenging part of the bread making process. And if you've come this far, you're probably saying, John, that's ridiculous. The rest of it was hard. How is this going to be harder? Sorry, you can do it. I said in my how-to guide, you're going to have confidence in this. How do you have confidence? When you've never done it before, you just are going to have it. So just be confident and do it. They say no one's ever ready. You're only ever ready enough. So here we go. This is what we're going to do. So remembering, this is the top of the dough. This is going to be the top of the dough all through the bake. So we need to remember that. So I'm going to take my dough knife in my left hand here, which I need to get a little flour on that. I'm going to pick this dough ball up and I'm going to flip it upside down on top of this floured surface right here. Just like that. So now the bottom is on top, as you can see here. So there's a billion different techniques to do a final shaping. So if you ever look online, you'll see all kinds of stuff. I'm going to show you my preferred way. This is the way I learned from Tartine Bakery, the chef there, or the bakery chef up there. This is how he did it. So you kind of just let it flatten out just a little bit. It's not going to flatten out, but let it kind of relax just a little bit. And you're going to take it, and you're going to take this, you're going to take these sides, and make sure you can kind of lift it up a little bit and kind of see here. If there's not enough flour on there, you're not going to be able to do this. It's just going to stick to it. So you're going to take this bottom, you're going to kind of pinch it, slightly gently pinch it, and you're going to fold it about halfway up, and you're going to kind of gently press this little seam right into there. You're going to take the left and the right, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to create these little wings, and you're going to fold those right there into the middle and kind of press it in. So you're kind of enveloping it right there. Then you're going to take the top and you're going to push that right here and then just gently push it in there. So it looks like this. That's exactly what it'll look like. Now we're going to do stitching. So you're going to take this top corner, right, left, go over press, right, left. And so it creates this sort of crisscross pattern here. Now normally, when you want to do this, you want to try to do it quickly because you can see it starts to come apart. If you do it quickly, it doesn't come apart, but you're going to be new at this, so if you go slow, that's fine. You can kind of just see, you just kind of got to push it in here. So you get that, and then you're going to take this bottom here. All right, I'm going to show you. Take the bottom, and you're going to roll it in here, right there. So now our top is back on top. So the top of our dough is right back there. So you can see it's got these little seams right here, one here, and there's one on the other side as well. So I'm not going to mess with this. I'm just going to leave that right there because this is in the general shape, the final shape of what we want. All right, so this time I'm going to do this dough over here, but I'm not going to talk through it. I'm just going to show it to you. So going to get a little flour. All right, here we go. All right, so now we've got our two little bread bowls, little bowls in there. So I'm gonna sweep this flour away right here. And the reason I'm gonna do that is I need a non-floured surface. Then I'm gonna kind of pick these up and transfer these over to here. This is just gonna help just for a few seconds, just to help those seams stick together. Because you've probably noticed by this point, when you have a lot of flour on the dough does not stick to itself. And that's a good thing sometimes, and then it's not a good thing other times. In this case, we do want the dough to stick to itself. So you kind of see we've got these little seams right here. We're gonna handle those here in just a second. Okay, so now I've got these right here. We're gonna get ready to go ahead and transfer these into our bowls. So we're going to give it one final fold in our hands, but then we're gonna put them into our basket. So take my knife, and again, you'll need a little confidence for this, but this is much easier than what we just did. You're gonna swoop underneath it, flip it to where the top is now gonna become the bottom again. And you're gonna kind of envelope, fold it in half as we put it into our basket. So I'm gonna go and show you that right now. All right, so here we got it in our basket. You can leave it just like this if you want, or if you want to, you can kind of stitch together, just by kind of pinching together these seams. I like to do that. I think it just helps it have kind of a neater, cleaner bottom when you bake your bread, but you don't need to worry about it if you don't want to. That is completely your choice. You will be happy with it either way. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do that again, but this time we're gonna put it in the rectangle loaf shape. So again, you can kind of see, I'm just kind of folding it, and I'm gently holding it, really gentle. And I'm just gonna let it slide right down there in the middle. Again, I'm going to just kind of pinch close those seams on the side. You do not need to do this. I just like things to be tidy. Who doesn't? You might be surprised to hear that, knowing me, how much you know I enjoy chaos, but I do enjoy some things to as close to perfection as I can get them. However, baking bread is not a perfectionist's dream job. This is a science as much as it's an art. Or I guess it's an art as much as it's a science. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop there because this video is getting long. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm just going to flip this on top of itself so it's covered. I am also going to put, I'm gonna put these in the fridge, just right next to each other. I am gonna put a little bit of plastic wrap on top of it too, because we just don't want any air. So the really important thing is these are gonna go overnight in the refrigerator for 18 to 24 hours. You need to reduce the amount of air that's exposed to, because if the dough dries out, it's just not gonna bake as well. So you can put saran wrap over this. You can put these in a bag. You can use Schnucks bags and put them in, whatever you wanna do. As a matter of fact, I am gonna put these in Schnucks bags before I put them in the refrigerator, but I'm not gonna show that part. You can figure that out. All right, so guys, we're done. We are done until tomorrow when we're gonna bake these. So I will see you guys in about 12 to 18 hours.